All week, there have been reports of a debate within the US government on whether to recommend the use of non-medical cloth masks whenever people go outside. And on Friday, the decision was announced.
The CDC is advising the use of non-medical cloth face covering as an additional voluntary public health measure. So it's voluntary.
Almost immediately, Donald Trump undermined the advice.
But this is voluntary. I don't think I'm going to be doing it.
Authorities hope the public won't mistake this advice, though, for permission to wear specialist masks, which should be reserved for those treating the infected, and won't mean that they no longer feel they need to stay in isolation. The president also issued an order preventing the export of personal protective equipment, such as N95 masks, to ensure the US's supply. However, Trump also suggested that such exports may be up to his discretion.
If Italy, if Spain, who has big problems, these are countries with tremendous problems, France, if they have long-term orders and they're in there and they want to get certain things, I've let them go out in certain instances because I think it's only fair.
There are fears that if the US prevents exports of PPE to Latin America and Canada, frontline workers will not have the protection that they need to deal with the pandemic, and that other countries may limit their exports of essential equipment to the US. Perhaps the most startling announcement was that tens of millions of people in the US without any medical coverage will have their bills directly paid by the government.
Today I can so proudly announce that hospitals and healthcare providers treating uninsured coronavirus patients will be reimbursed by the federal government.
Despite raising hopes that he was brokering some sort of deal between Saudi Arabia and Russia to reduce output and stabilize oil prices, Donald Trump seemed to be leaving the issue up to market forces.
They'll figure it out. It's free market. We'll figure it out.
Earlier, Trump had hosted several CEOs from US energy companies. Vladimir Putin had said he would be willing to reduce oil output if it was in coordination with a reduction in US output. But from Trump's statements on Friday, it seems he got no such agreement. Shia Bertansi, Al Jazeera, Washington.